सुल्तान दे। मेरा घर औलादो जाओ महबूब पर कुर्बा है, मरहबा कितना हंसी मेरा नबी सुल्तान।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि वहदा वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला मन ला नबिय्य बअदा व अला आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमईन। अम्मा बाद फ़क़द क़ाल अल्लाहु तबारक व तआला अज़्ज़ व जल्ल फ़ी कलामिहिल मजीद वल फ़ुरक़ानिल हमीद, मा इंदकुम यनफ़दु व मा इंदल्लाहि बाक़। सदक़ल्लाहु मौलानल अज़ीम व बल्लगना रसूलुहुन नबियुल करीम व नहनु अला ज़ालिका लमिनश शाहिदीन व शाकिरीन वल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन। Last time when we have a topic of importance of good company, and I quoted one verse from the Quran in the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to elaborate it and to make it more clear and understandable, I mentioned the story of Hazrat Shafiq Balkhi rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh to Hazrat Hatim Asam. When he said to Hazrat Hatim Asam that you stayed in my company, you spent 30 years in my company, and after 30 years, what you have learned? Hazrat Hatim Asam, one of the great wali of its time, a very spiritual leader, he replied to his Shaykh Hazrat Shafiq Balkhi rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh that I have learnt 8 things which is enough for me for a guidance, for connecting myself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for purity of heart, for purity of mind, and to live in this world as a true mu'min and true believers. And out of these 8 things, we mentioned 4 in our last topic, and I explained it that how Hazrat Hatim Asam was telling one by one all these 8 things which he learnt from the good company of Hazrat Shafiq Balkhi. So the other 4 things we will conclude today. So the whole topic will be again to understand the importance of good company. If you stay with pious people, with the right people, if you are with a wise person, you will get wisdom. If you are with a pious person, you will learn piety. If you are with someone muttaqi, you will gain taqwa. But if the company is the company of sinner, then the impact of the sin, you will see the traces of the sin, you will see somehow one way or other way in your life. If the person, as I said last time, is very far from religion, even a rebellion, totally against the religion, and you are staying in his company thinking, no, he's a good person, forget about the issue of his mentality and his mind, somehow he is good or he is beneficial in this and that. But you will sacrifice your own firm and strong faith. And one day you will see, आपको महसूस होगा कि कुछ दरारें, कुछ शुकूक व शुबात, the seeds of doubt sowed in your mind and heart. And especially people like us, खास तौर पर हमारे तरह के लोग, those who don't study themselves. I'm not talking about those who are very good in study and they are always spending time in reading books, always it is their hobby to study and to read religious books, religious literatures, the Ummahatul Kutub, the first-hand information. And why I say first-hand information, the problem sometimes we get second and third-hand information, which is most of the time addition and Many fabrications comes in it, and sometimes twisted the message. So twisted message, mixing something, mixing their own ideas, their own. So first-hand information is always the right information. Whether you want to know about any religion, you want to know about any philosophy, you want to know about any political thoughts, or any issue, whether it's related to social life, to economical issues, to economy, or facts and figures, always try your best to approach and get the first-hand information. Many people have गुमराही, बहुत सारे लोग इसलिए भी गलत बातें बिलीव करते हैं कि वो सुनी सुनाई बातों पर यकीन रखते हैं, बस जो सुन लिया। और इसका असर कब होता है कि आप जब उन्हीं बंदों के साथ उठेंगे बिठेंगे जो सुनी सुनाई बातों पर बिलीव भी करते हैं, तो वही चीज़ें आपको मिलेंगी। जो सुन लिया उसे मान लिया। एंड स्पेशली इफ द माइंड इज very open for any conspiracy theory, then the job is done. Someone said something and you, with this conspiracy theory, you analyzed it and said, oh yeah, I got the reality now. So all these things, the impact in your personality, in your thoughts, in your ideas, in your practice, in your lifestyle is very much based on those you are living with, you are staying with, you are spending your time with, you are studying with, and you are learning with or learning from. So if you have a teacher like Shafiq Balkhi Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayh, so the learning will be this, and the impact on our life will be as Hazrat Hatim Asam mentioned. First, fourth thing we have mentioned, I don't want to repeat it, but the number 5, the fifth thing, he asked that what you have learned in my company. So Hazrat Hatim Asam replied, Inni ra'aytu an-nasa yazummu ba'duhum ba'da wa yaghtabu ba'duhum ba'da. When I came to your company, I realized the people are cursing each other. The people are involved in slander, in ghibat, and they are so much busy. And I was thinking, why these people are doing this? Why they are involved in backbiting? Why they are involved in ghibat? Why they are involved in shughli? And why they are involved in yadhummu ba'duhum ba'da, cursing each other? Always try to mention the faults of the people. Always try to damage the personality of the people, of someone, in relatives, in friends. And this was very common. So what I learned in your company, فَوَجَدْتُ ذَلِكَ مِنَ الْحَسَدِ فِي الْمَالِ وَالْجَاهِ وَالْعِلْمِ. I realized that all these activities and all these bad habits, the reason behind all this backbiting, all these cursing others, and behind the scene try to damage their personality, and to make the people mutanaffir, logon ko usse mutanaffir kare, make the people to start hate him or her, hate them. فَوَجَدْتُ ذَلِكَ مِنَ الْحَسَدِ فِي الْمَالِ وَالْجَاهِ وَالْعِلْمِ. I realize the reason behind all these things is jealousy. And jealousy in what? Al-hasadu fil mal. Jealousy in mal, in money. Wal jealousy al-jah, in their status in society. Wal ilm, and jealousy because of their knowledge. So someone is very knowledgeable, or someone expressed the knowledge very nicely, very beautifully. The people are jealous of it. You know, one have the title of Allama Sahab, the other have the title of Allama Sahab. Many Allamas there, but one he expressed differently, the other expressed differently, the other do differently. They all have a title. But the jealousy in between. Why he got this, why he got this, why he got this, why he got respect, why the people loves him, why the people respect him, why he's doing this, is always jealousy. And we have seen practically, even in the religious people, the jealousy is more than other people. But only apart from those who have the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And yes, always with the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have a great blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise, the jealousy, unbelievable. And those who are involved, they understand that how much jealousy we have. And out of jealousy, how much we can propagate against each other. Even those who are think that they are the Hamilin Quran and they have to do something with religion. In between, out of jealous, the fight which they have in between, and the curse and the propagation machine which they try to. Have you not seen on YouTube or in the social medias how the people in the religious field are swearing to each other? How they are bad language using against each other? How they are twisting and manipulating the truth? And how they are trying, not directly, sometimes directly or sometimes indirectly, to damage the personality of a person, to put him off somehow, to उसके इमेज को खराब करने की कोई भी चीज हो, किसी भी हद तक जाने के लिए तैयार होते हैं. उसके लिए चाहे गालियां देनी पड़े, उसके लिए चाहे प्रोपेगेंडा करना पड़े, उसके लिए चाहे गलत बातें शाया करनी पड़े, उसके लिए चाहे व्हाट्सएप को यूज करना पड़े, इंस्टाग्राम को यूज करना पड़े. जदीद वसाइलुल आलाम, the modern technology, whether to be utilized, all of it. And you know what is happening? Just to change the head and fix the body and make a new picture and propagate it against. He did this. Even to that extent people are doing in the religious field with the religious people, those who claim to be the custodian of the religion. Out of context information they are sending against each other. And now these things are spreading to an extent that even they are putting the life of a person on risk. Just out of jealousy. They know what they are doing. But just out of this risk, even to put the life of someone on risk because of this propagation, and the reason is behind the jealousy, they don't bother. That's why Imam Ghazali mentioned, wal ilm, even the knowledge itself, and the religious knowledge. Here even the name and fame sometimes, for some people, those who don't have, as I said earlier, the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for them this is just like ordinary business. How to reduce someone, and how to degrade someone, and how to upgrade someone. किसको नीचे करें और किसको ऊपर करें, इसकी टांग खींचें और इसको आगे करें. I remember one brother was telling me the story that he visited his country from Europe, and when he visited from Europe the country, so they were living in a village, and you understand those who are from third world, from Pakistan, Afghanistan, they can understand exactly what I'm saying and what I'm talking about, because they are so conservative there, and they are disconnected with the world and the worldly information. And for them, those who are coming from Europe, in their remote areas, still there are people, they think that what's happened to their religion, what's happened to their faith? Are they still Mu'min and Muslim? Are they still reading Salat? Are they still doing Islamic Amal? Don't think the whole world have all these things, all these information, all these access to everything, and they are enjoying the whole world sitting here, and the whole world become a global village. There are, and especially before, now is everywhere. But I'm just few years before, you can imagine how many people have access to all these things. I still remember that when I was in visit to Afghanistan, and one very elderly person came to me, and when we were going on a tour to Afghanistan, and he said, "That you came from Britain?" I say, "Yes." And he said, "But you are wearing turban and your dress and everything very Islamic. But tell me honestly, how you're offering salat and what you are doing with your Islam there. And I told him, we have a mosques there, we have religious institute there, we have many things. This is back 10, 12 years. Wallah, the person surprised. And he said, is there any mosque? Is there any mosque? I say, yes, there are not mosques, there are more or less more than 1600 mosques, something what was the number on this time. And people are free to offer their salat, and they are free to wear, if they want to wear turban, if they want to wear topi, if they want not to wear anything. It's your choice. So we had experience with the people. So I'm telling the story of this person. When he went to his village, he was supposed to go to his village, and someone out of hatred ran to one of his colleagues that spread the news in the village that this person is no longer Muslim. He changed his religion. He is in Europe and he changes everything. He changes deen and everything, and now don't trust this person. And before arriving to village, his children or the family member were there. Some were living in the main city, but in fact, some relatives still in a village. So when he reached to the main city, he was informed that don't come to the village. The people are ready to do something to you. तुम्हारा बंदोबस्त करने लगे. And he said, why? What's happened? And he said, don't come to village. The reason, the rumor is spreaded by our own, you can regard it family, friends. You have some problem with them there, but they send a message, and the rumor is here that you left your religion, you left out Islam, and you are the agent of this and that. So whatever is the rumor, and he swore by Allah that all of my time I stayed in main city. I wasn't in the position to go to the village, even to clarify myself. My own relatives were so concerned about my life. They said the issue is so hot. It's a very conservative society. And here is very difficult. Before explanation, we don't know what's happened. So let the thing cool down, and we are there so we can make it understandable. Yes, of course, the situation won't remain in the same way, but it is not the time. The things are very heated. The rumor is spread very fastly. And you can imagine, out of our own personal problems here, how we spread rumors against someone in our remote areas. This is one example. So, al-hasadu fil ulama. Because of knowledge we have a jealousy. Wal-jah, and because of post and status you have in the society. And this we see day and night. Go how the politicians try to degrade each other. How the parties are trying to push someone back. And it is very open. In a day, night happening, day and night we see. Always looking for the fault of someone to highlight it more and just put him down and then come in power. Criticize. So this is always, if someone is in a seat, then he is day and night, always, every single minute, every single hour, every single day, week, month, every single minute of the time, he is in risk. He have to be very careful. The reason there are many others, कुर्सी एक है, बैठना बहुत सारे चाहते हैं. कुर्सी एक है, बैठने की उम्मीदवार बहुत हैं. एक अनार 100 बीमार. उसकी अहलियत है या नहीं उसमें बैठने की, सलाहियत है या नहीं, इल्म है या नहीं, उससे गरज नहीं है. मैं भी बैठना थे, ये बैठा है तो मैं क्यों नहीं बैठ सकता. तो हमारे यहाँ ये जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, क्राइटेरिया है, ये बड़े दूर की बात है. बस तुसी बैठे हो तो मैं भी इथे बैठना. आपने ये काम किया है तो मैंने भी करना है, एक दूसरे को देखकर. तो अल-जा, the other reason of the jealousy, Imam Ghazali rahmatullahi ta'ala mentioned, is the status of a person, the honor and respect in the society. In one hand, it is very good that he have achieved the honor and respect in the society, but at the same time, he have to be very careful. There are many in the society, those who are jealous, they are ready to do something to strip this status from him. And the other thing, al-mal, the wealth, and it is very common in our common families. Most of the fights in our families, in our खानदान, हमारे खानदानों में, कबीलों में, फैमिलियों में, उसके पास ये है तो अब तुम क्यों नहीं ये करते, उसके पास ये है तो तुम क्यों नहीं करते. So in one hand, the people leave all the differences of halal and haram, and sometime out of jealousy, if they can't reach there, they start conspiracy against the person who achieved this status in a wealth. So in a wealth, honor and respect, whether it is a knowledge, whatever is it. So Hazrat Hatim says, I realized that all the jealousy in the society, all the burning in the society, all the heat, most of the time the heat in the society, of the burn and the heat of the jealousy. And he says, فَتَأَمَّلْتُ فِي قَوْلِهِ تَعَالَى. I learned in your company to think about this verse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. نَحْنُ قَسَمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَةً فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. He said this is a very famous verse of the Quran. Allah says, نَحْنُ قَسَمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَةً فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. We have distributed all their provision. Allah says, I have given to them these things. Someone is with mal, someone is with respect, someone is with honor, someone is with knowledge. نَحْنُ قَسَمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَةً فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. So he said, فَتَأَمَّلْتُ, and I realized أَنَّ الْقِسْمَةَ كَانَتْ مِنَ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى فِي الْأَزَلِ. And I realized why I'm fighting with these people. Someone is very good alim, and he have respect in the society. Why I'm fighting with this person? Someone is very rich and very wealthy. Allah gave him honor and respect. Why I'm fighting with this person? Someone is very good position. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted him out of his hard work. Why I have a jealousy in my heart? Why I have all this fire and burning in my heart? Razaqahullah. This is granted to him by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my jealousy is not with this person. In reality, I am fighting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those who achieve this after long struggle, after hard work, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted them this position, and they came to this position. He said, نَحْنُ قَسَمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَةً فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. Especially in mal, when we have on the peak of jealousy, that why so-and-so have this one and I am not? Why so-and-so have this one and I am not? If I can't achieve this, I will try to burn your house. This is Islam. If I don't have something, I have to make sure you should not have it. If I can't hold some position, I make sure you shouldn't get there. So, نَحْنُ قَسَمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَةً فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. The wealth, the ma'ishat of this world, it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when I realized, I am not fighting with this person, I am fighting with the taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I satisfied myself. He said, this is the fifth benefit of your company, Ya Shaykh. I stayed with you and I got satisfaction. I don't have any hate in my heart for someone. I don't have any jealousy for someone. I don't have any problem with anyone, whether he is on a high status or whether he is a rich person, whether he is a wealthy person or someone is very knowledgeable, very respectable in the society. For me, all these things is granted by Allah to him. نَحْنُ قَسَمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَةً فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. When something is happening in a form of jealousy, I just remind this, it is my Lord distribution. And I can't fight. I can fight with this, with that, with this, with that. But I can't fight with my Lord, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm very satisfied. And then he said the next one. And he said, As-sadisa, the sixth one. The sixth one he said, Inni ra'aytu nasa yu'adi ba'dahum ba'dan ligharazim wa sababin fata'ammaltu fi qawli ta'ala inna shaytana lakum aduun fattakhidu aduwa. He said, I see people, they have adawat and hatred for the people for various reasons. So this hatred in your heart and adawat for the people, I realized one verse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's, I learned in your company to think about it, to learn it. Inna shaytana lakum aduun fattakhizu aduwa. All this hatred between you and all this distribution between you is the act of shaitan. Inna shaytana lakum adun fattakhizu aduwa. So don't take him as a friend, take him as your enemy. This enemy want to make you fight with your own brothers, want to make you fight with your own parents, want to make you fight with your own children, want to make you fight with your own relatives, with your own boss. And we have seen, I am nothing, I just opened the shop, someone helped me, but the next day I am fighting with the same person. I was nothing, someone has even gave me support and help, the next day I am fighting with the same person. I am the critics of the same person. This adawa and Baghdad, all of their life my parents supported me when I become the age of 16 and 17. For no reason, I'm not listening to my mother, I'm not listening to my father. I think my so-and-so friend is better than my father, and they are more in my interest, his word and his advice more in my interest than my own mother, than my own father. The adawat in between families, between relatives. They say, Inna shaytana lakum aduwwun. I realize that the enemy is not there, enemy is the shaitan. Min al jinnati wan nas. Some are in a form of human being. This is the shaitan which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. But furtherly I am explaining that there are those who do waswasa in your heart. Alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas. Those who put waswasa in your heart always. Doubts always in your heart. Min al jinnati wan nas. Some are the real shaitan and some are in the form of human being, but they are the helper of shaitan. They are the a'wan of shaitan. They are the supporter of shaitan. They do the same job of shaitan. They have the same character of shaitan. So beware of these. He said, I realized that adawat and the hatred in your heart is because of shaitan. So I have to protect myself. I have to recognize my enemies. I recognized my real enemies, Ya Shaykh, in your company, in sitting with you, staying with you, listening to you. And then Al-Faidatu Sabi'ah, the seventh benefit which I have achieved in your company. إني رأيت كل واحد يسعى بجد ويجتهد بمبالغة لطلب القوت والمعاش بحيث يقع في شبهة وحرام. I have seen people are struggling for earning in this world. They are doing their hard. They are doing their best. But there are people, there are so much involved in this dunya. يقع في شبهة وحرام. Sometimes they get involved with haram. They contact with haram. They don't bother it is permissible or not permissible. It is allowed in my religion or not allowed. ये हलाल है कि नहीं, इसकी इजाजत है कि नहीं, बस एक शुबह में पड़ जाते हैं तो कहते हैं कि वयुज़िल्लु नफ्सहु. And I have seen people sometimes they humiliate themselves for this world. अपने आप को जलील करते हैं. And have you seen people for their own worldly benefit, how they humiliating themselves, how they are losing their respect and their honor. अल्लाह ने जो इंसान को शरफ दिया, अल्लाह ने जो इंसान को इज्जत दी, जो वकार दिया, तो दुनिया की हर चीज अच्छी है लेकिन इज्जत के साथ. दुनिया की हर शय अच्छी है लेकिन वकार के साथ. दुनिया की हर शय अच्छी है लेकिन एहतराम के साथ. जब तक आपकी इज्जत है, इज्जत के साथ आप दुनिया कमाएं. लेकिन जहां आपको अपनी ऑनर पर, अपनी इज्जत पर, अपने वकार पर कंप्रोमाइज करना पड़े, उस दुनिया को ठोकर मार दें कि जिस दुनिया के मिलने से आपको दुनिया तो मिलेगी लेकिन इज्जत आपके घर से रुखसत हो जाएगी. अल्लाह ने जो आपको वकार दिया है, अल्लाह ने जो अजमत का ताज आपके सर पे सजाया है, इंसानियत का एक शरफ है. जब बंदा अपने शरफ और अपने वकार के साथ जीता है तो दो वक्त की रोटी भी उसके लिए काफी है. और जो अपनी इज्जत नफ्स का सौदा कर ले, अपने जिस्म को बेचकर पैसे कमाने वाले, अपनी इज्जत को बेचकर, अपनी इज्जत नफ्स को बाजारों में गिरवी रखकर दौलत के महल्लात तामीर करने वाले, आप देखें वो अपनी नजरों में भी गिरे हुए होते हैं, अपनी नजरों में भी जलील होते हैं. किसी और की नजरों में बंदा क्या उठे जब बंदा अपनी नजरों में गिर जाए. کسی اور کی نظر میں بندہ کیا عزت پائے جب بندہ اپنی نظر میں گرا ہوا محسوس کرے. تو بندے کو تو اپنے اعمال کا پتہ ہوتا ہے. تو فرمائے وَيُذِلُّ نَفْسَهُ. کچھ لوگ دنیا کمانے کے پیچھے اپنا سب کچھ برباد کر دیتے ہیں، اپنی عزت نفس، اپنا نام، اپنا خاندان، اپنی آن بان، اپنا وقار، وہ جو شرف اللہ تعالیٰ نے انسان کو عطا کیا ہے، بزرگی کا، عظمت کا، اس لیول سے بالکل نیچے گر جاتے ہیں، سمجھتے ہیں کہ دولت ہوگی تو سب کچھ ہوگا. وَيُنْقِصُ قَدْرَهُ. اپنی قدر کو گھٹا دیتے ہیں، اپنی قدر گھٹا دیتے ہیں. تو فرمایا فَتَأَمَّلْتُ فِي قَوْلِهِ تَعَالَى وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا. جب اس مقام پر جائے I learned in your company, O my Shaykh, O my teacher, and I am proud of your company. In this, when I was thinking that people are doing everything just to gain the worldly benefit, I understand one verse of the Quran. وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا. کوئی زمین پر ایسا نہیں ہے. There is no beast on earth without its provision. Depend on God. Your provision is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. جو بھی زندہ ہے زمین پر اس کی روزی اللہ نے اپنے ذمے لی ہوئی ہے. تمہیں اللہ تعالیٰ نے بغیر روزی کے نہیں بھیجا، بغیر رزق کے تمہیں نہیں بھیجا. جتنا تمہارا رزق ہے وہ دنیا میں تمہیں مل کر رہے گا. اب فرق یہ ہے کہ عزت سے کماؤ یا ذلت کے ساتھ کماؤ. تمہیں جو شہرت نصیب ہونی ہے وہ مل کر رہے گی، لیکن طریقہ ایک ہے کہ وہ منصب تم عزت سے کماؤ یا ذلت سے کماؤ. ذلت سے حاصل کرو گے تو اوروں کی نظروں میں کیا عزت پاؤ گے. کرسی کسی کو عزت نہیں دیتا، کرسی عزت نہیں دیتی، منصب عزت نہیں دیتا. بندہ کرسی کو عزت دیتا ہے. بندے کی اپنی عزت ہو، اس کا اپنا مرتبہ ہو، تو جہاں بیٹھا ہو، خواہ وہ عام غریب کی جھونپڑی بھی ہو، وہ صاحب عزت ہوتا ہے. اپنے پیٹ کے لیے اپنی عزت کا سودا نہ کرو، اپنی پیٹ کے لیے اپنی عزت نفس کا سودا نہ کرو. اس 2 وقت کی روٹی کے لیے وہ آنر اور رسپیکٹ، جلال جو اللہ نے تمہیں عطا کی ہے، کبھی اس سے نہ گرو، نہ کسی کی حمایت میں نہ کسی کی مخالفت میں. ایک مقام پر رہو، ایک ٹھہراؤ پر رہو، اور اس مقام کو اور اس کی اہمیت کو سمجھو. جب تک اس مقام پر رہو گے، جہاں رہو گے عزت کے ساتھ رہو گے. باقی رہ گئی یہ فکر کی بات کہ میں بھوکا مر جاؤں گا اگر میں نے یہ حرکت نہ کی، اگر میں نے یہ حرکت نہ کی. یہ ساری حرکتیں چھوڑ دو. یہ نہ کیا تو کیا ہوگا، یہ نہ کیا تو کیا ہوگا، یہ سب بھول جاؤ. وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا. اللہ کے اس وعدے کو یاد رکھو کہ جہاں بھی تم ہوگے، جو روزی میں نے تمہارے لیے مقدر کی ہے وہ تمہیں پہنچا کر رہوں گا. You will get it. You will get it. Whether you are living in town, in village, in city, wherever you are, you will get it. Everything, your provision is written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't compromise on your own honor and your own self-respect. That's it. فَعَلِمْتُ أَنَّ رِزْقِي عَلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. And I realized that my risk and my provision is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَقَدْ زَمِنَهُ. And he took responsibility of it. فَاشْتَغَلْتُ بِعِبَادَتِهِ وَقَطَعْتُ طَمْعِي عَمَّنْ سِوَاهُ. The time I spent it in obeying my Lord and worshipping my Lord, and I disconnected my all hopes from others, realizing one thing: whatever I have written, I will get it. I should live with honor and respect and fulfill my duty as an honorable, respectable member of the society. And the last one, al-fa'idatu samina, the last one. إني رأيت كل واحد معتمدا على شيء مخلوق، بعضهم على الدينار والدرهم وبعضهم على المال والملك وبعضهم على الحرفة والصناعة. He said the last thing and the 8th thing, which is enough for me, I have learnt in your company. I have seen people, some people are relying on what? Some are relying on dirham, on dinar. You know, they say, I have money enough for me, So it is enough. I am satisfied. Nothing would happen to me. My money, dirham or dinar, my wealth will protect me. وَمُعْتَمِدًا عَلَى الْمَالِ وَالْمُلْكِ, and some are on their power, on their lands, on उनकी ज़मीनें और जायदादें हैं, उस पर मोतमिद हैं. وَبَعْضُ مَنَ الْحِرْفَةِ وَالصَّنَاعَةِ, and some people think, I know this, I am a doctor, I am an engineer, I am this and that. So they're totally relying on their professions. And he said people, some are relying on their professions. Some people are relying on their properties, and some people are relying on their wealth. Those who are relying on their wealth, they are proud of their wealth. Those who are relying on their properties, they are proud of their properties. And those who are relying on their professions, they are proud of their professions. So different people are relying on different things. فَتَأَمَّلْتُ فِي قَوْلِهِ تَعَالَى وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بَالِغُ أَمْرِهِ. Those who rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is enough for them. فَتَوَكَّلْتُ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبِي وَنِعْمَ الْوَكِيلُ. And he said, my Shaykh, in your company, when I seen all these people relying on their professions and very proud, relying on their properties and very proud, relying on their wealth and very proud, I learned one thing. If I want to rely, I should rely on my Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah promised me, وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. Those who rely on Allah, He is enough for them. So my Lord is enough for them. And Hazrat Shafiq Balkhi, when he heard this, وَقَالَ وَفَّقَكَ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى, may Allah help you. إِنِّي قَدْ نَظَرْتُ التَّوْرَاةَ وَالزَّبُورَ وَالْإِنْجِيلَ وَالْفُرْقَانَ. And he said, now I realize how much you have learnt in my company. I have studied Tawrat, Zabur, Injil, and the final version of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the book of guidance, the book of Iman, the book of faith, and the final message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Quran. فَوَجَدْتُ الْكُتُبِ الْأَرْبَعَةَ تَدُورُ عَلَى هَذِهِ الْفَوَائِدِ الثَّمَانِيَةِ. If you read all these holy books, the whole message is between these 8 things which you have learnt. فَمَنْ كَانَ بِهَا فَمَنْ عَمِلَ بِهَا كَانَ عَامِلًا بِهَذِهِ الْكُتُبِ الْأَرْبَعَةِ. Those who are acting and following these 8 things which you mentioned, in the reality they are following the teaching of Quran and Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. यानी दीन का खुलासा तुमने मेरी सोहबत से सीखा है. So Hazrat Shafiq Balkhi learnt all these things where? In the company of pious people. And that's why I have to conclude my today talk in the part 2 of the importance of good company. If you want a good character, a shining character for your children, if you need something good in your family, for your children, all of us, any one of us, the first thing we have to look at a good company. अच्छी सोहबत, सोहबत साले तोरा साले कुनर, सोहबत ताले तोरा ताले कुनर. This is the final message to me, from me to all my brothers and sisters. Please make sure you and your family spend some time in a company of some righteous people, so they can understand what is piety. It is not always with the machine, with social media. Suhbah has its own asar. Suhbah has its own asar, has own impact on a personality of a person. When eye sees eyes, when physically you are somewhere, it is always different. I am not saying now in this social distance and lockdown, but is a complete guidance for all of life. When you are speaking with someone over telephone, the final message, end of this, I will see you. What does it mean? I am observing you. Now you are watching me. You are talking. You are listening what I am saying. But always one thing. Normally, when we end conversation, hopefully see you. What does it mean? Seeing someone physically always have a different impact on your mind, on your heart, on your personality. So the sohbah connection, in social media, personally, physically, through books, All these different means to be in a suhbah of someone who can guide you. The books are the best companion as well. So see in the shelf of your children what kind of book they are studying. Again, company of righteous people, lectures, all these different means to purify our sohbah, and through this sohbah purify our hearts and minds. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. As our usual routine, inshallah, I will recite a few verses of the Quran today, and then inshallah, with the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will do dua, and after dua, inshallah, it will be iftar time. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا حي. ما كان للمشركين أن يعمروا مساجد الله شاهدين على أنفسهم بالكفر. ما كان للمشركين أن يعمروا مساجد الله شاهدين على أنفسهم بالكفر. أولئك حبطت أعمالهم وفي النار هم خالدون. إنما يعمر مساجد الله من آمن بالله. إنما يعمر مساجد الله من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة ولم يخش إلا الله فعسى أولئك أن يكونوا من المهتدين. أجعلتم سقاية الحاج وعمارة المسجد الحرام كمن آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وجاهد في سبيل الله لا يستوون عند الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. الذين آمنوا وهاجروا وجاهدوا في سبيل الله بأموالهم وأنفسهم أعظم درجة عند الله وأولئك هم الفائزون. يبشرهم ربهم برحمة منه ورضوان وجنات لهم فيها نعيم مقيم خالدين فيها أبدا إن الله عنده أجر عظيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا آباءكم وإخوانكم أولياء إن استحبوا الكفر على الإيمان ومن يتولهم منكم فأولئك هم الظالمون. قل إن كان آباؤكم وأبناؤكم وإخوانكم وأزواجكم وعشيرتكم وأموال اقترفتموها وتجارة تخشون كسادها ومساكن ترضونها أحب إليكم من الله ورسوله وجهاد في سبيله فتربصوا حتى يأتي الله بأمره والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. لقد نصركم الله في مواطن كثيرة ويوم حنين إذ أعجبتكم كثرتكم فلم تغن عنكم شيئا وضاقت عليكم الأرض بما رحبت ثم وليتم مدبرين ثم أنزل الله سكينته على رسوله وعلى المؤمنين وأنزل جنودا لم تروها وعذب الذين كفروا وذلك جزاء الكافرين ثم يتوب الله من بعد ذلك على من يشاء والله غفور رحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما المشركون نجس فلا يقربوا المسجد الحرام بعد عامهم هذا وإن خفتم عيلة فسوف يغنيكم الله من فضله إن شاء إن الله عليم حكيم قاتلوا الذين لا يؤمنون بالله ولا باليوم الآخر ويحرمون ما حرم الله ورسوله ولا يدينون دين الحق من الذين أوتوا الكتاب حتى يعطوا الجزية عن يد وهم صاغرون وقالت اليهود عزير ابن الله وقالت النصارى المسيح ابن الله ذلك قولهم بأفواههم يضاهئون قول الذين كفروا من قبل قاتلهم الله أنى يؤفكون اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله والمسيح ابن مريم وما أمروا إلا ليعبدوا إلها واحدا لا إله إلا هو سبحانه عما يشركون يريدون أن يطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم ويأبى الله إلا أن يتم نوره ولو كره الكافرون هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن كثيرا من الأحبار والرهبان ليأكلون أموال الناس بالباطل ويصدون عن سبيل الله والذين يكنزون الذهب والفضة ولا ينفقونها في سبيل الله فبشرهم بعذاب أليم يوم يحمى عليها في نار جهنم فتكوى بها جباههم وجنوبهم وظهورهم هذا ما كنزتم لأنفسكم فذوقوا ما كنتم تكنزون إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض منها 4 حرم ذلك الدين القيم فلا تظلموا فيهن أنفسكم وقاتلوا المشركين كافة كما يقاتلونكم كافة واعلموا أن الله مع المتقين إنما النسيء زيادة في الكفر يضل به الذين كفروا يحلونه عاما ويحرمونه عاما ليواطئوا عدة ما حرم الله فيحلوا ما حرم الله زين لهم سوء أعمالهم والله لا يهدي القوم الكافرين يا أيها الذين آمنوا ما لكم إذا قيل لكم انفروا في سبيل الله اثاقلتم إلى الأرض أرضيتم بالحياة الدنيا من الآخرة فما متاع الحياة الدنيا في الآخرة إلا قليل إلا تنفروا يعذبكم عذابا أليما ويستبدل قوما غيركم ولا تضروه شيئا والله على كل شيء قدير إلا تنصروه فقد نصره الله إذ أخرجه الذين كفروا ثاني اثنين إذ هما في الغار إذ يقول لصاحبه لا تحزن إن الله معنا فأنزل الله سكينته عليه وأيده بجنود لم تروها وجعل كلمة الذين كفروا السفلى وكلمة الله هي العليا والله عزيز حكيم انفروا خفافا وثقالا وجاهدوا بأموالكم وأنفسكم في سبيل الله ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون لو كان عرضا قريبا وسفرا قاصدا لاتبعوك ولكن بعدت عليهم الشقة وسيحلفون بالله لو استطعنا لخرجنا معكم يهلكون أنفسهم والله يعلم إنهم لكاذبون صدق الله مولانا العظيم اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم عليه. Today, as we announced in our day program, my uncle and Chachaji Janab Maulana Ghulam Nabi Sahab Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi, yesterday he passed away in Pakistan, and many people have sent me messages with telephone contact through social media. First of all, I would like to thank all those जिन्होंने ताज़ियत के पैगामात भेजे हैं, जिन्होंने अफसोस का इज़हार किया है, मैं ज़ाती तौर पर उन सारों का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। और साथ साथ my humble request that please remember him in your dua. He was a good person, pious person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted him the period of final journey, the time of Ramadan al-Mubarak and the second ashar of maghfirah and forgiveness. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him. So please always remember him in your dua. So today inshallah after halaqatul zikr and dua, we will do dua for him and for all those who departed from this world inshallah. لا إله إلا الله 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 لا إله
إلا الله لا إله إلا
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. الله 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 الله
محمد शफीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मद
सल्ले अला रऊफना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्ले अला रऊफिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मद
सल्ले अला रहीमिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला करीमिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
करीमना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्ले अला बशीरना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्ले अला बशीरना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्ले अला नज़ीरना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्ले अला नज़ीरना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्ले अला रसूलिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्ले अला रसूलिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन
सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। अव्वल आखिर दुरूद शरीफ 3 मरतबा, सूरह इखलास एक बार, सूरह फातिहा पढ़कर तमाम मरहूमीन के लिए इसाले सवाब करें। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मद व अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मद व बारिक वसल्लिम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु समद, अल्लाहु समद, अल्लाहु समद। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सिरातल लज़ीना अनअमता अलैहिम गैरिल मग़दूबि अलैहिम। हमारी सिस्टर ज़ोहरा ने, जो ख़ुद भी बीमार है, एक कुरान मजीद उनके बेटे मोहम्मद के ज़रिए से इस महफ़िल में शामिल करने के लिए कहा है। उन्होंने तिलावत की। इससे पहले भी जो ज़िक्र अज़कार हुए, तमाम कलिमात तय्यबात जितने की भी तिलावत हुई, दुआ करें अल्लाह ताला सब कबूल फरमाए। इलाहुल आलमीन, जितने कलिमात तय्यबात हमने तिलावत की, इससे पहले इस मजलिस में घरों में बहनों ने, माओ ने, बुजुर्गों ने, जवानों ने, इलाहुल आलमीन एक एक लफ्ज को कबूल फरमा, लफ्ज के हर हर्फ को कबूल फरमा। الہ العالمین ہر حرف کے بدلے ہمیں نیکی عطا فرما، ہر حرف کے بدلے ہمیں برکتیں عطا فرما، ہر حرف کے بدلے مولا ہمیں اپنی رحمتوں کے خزانے نصیب فرما۔ اے رب کائنات، تیرے پاکیزہ کلام کے بدلے اور تیرے پاکیزہ کلام کے صدقے سب کی پریشانیاں دور فرما، سب کی پریشانیاں دور فرما، سب کی پریشانیاں دور فرما، مشکلیں حل فرما۔ الہ العالمین جتنے ہمارے پیارے ہم سے رخصت ہو چکے ان کی بخشش فرما۔ میرے چچا جان حضرت مولانا غلام نبی صاحب رحمت اللہ علیہ، اے رب کائنات ان کی زندگی کے صغائر کبائر سے درگزر فرما۔ الہ العالمین ان کی زندگی کی لغزشوں سے درگزر فرما، ان کے جمی حسنات اور ان کے کار خیر کو قبر اور حشر کے لیے زاد راہ اور توشہ اور سرمایہ بنا۔ الہ العالمین قبر کی روشنی نصیب فرما، قبر کو روضۃ من ریاض الجنہ بنا۔ الہ العالمین اور جتنے پیارے فوت ہو چکے اس مجلس میں، گھروں میں، جہاں جہاں جن کے پیارے ان سے جدا ہو چکے، مولا سب کی قبروں کو روشن فرما، سب کی قبروں کو روشن و منور فرما، روضۃ من ریاض الجنہ بنا۔ اے رب کائنات انہیں اور ہم سب کو حشر کے دن رسول اللہ کی شفاعت نصیب فرما دے، حضور کی چادر شفاعت کے سائے میں ہم سب کو جگہ نصیب فرما۔ اے رب کائنات اس مشکل وقت میں، اس بلا کے وقت میں، اس وبا کے وقت میں یہ آزمائش ہے، اے رب کائنات یہ آزمائش ہے، ہمارے اعمال کی جزا ہے، جو بھی ہے رب کائنات اس مشکل گھڑی کا جلد اختتام فرما دے، ان مشکل لمحات کا اختتام فرما دے۔ الہ العالمین جو گھروں میں محصور ہیں، جن کے بچے گھروں میں محصور ہیں، ظاہری تعلیم سے محروم ہیں، دنیا اور روزگار کا پہیہ رکا ہوا ہے، رب کائنات پھر سے شہروں کی رونقیں بحال فرما، مسجدوں کی رونقیں بحال فرما، دینی اداروں کی رونقیں بحال فرما۔ اے رب کائنات جو اس وقت ذہنی فرسٹریشن کا شکار ہیں ان کی ذہنی بیماریاں دور فرما، اس وقت جو ڈپریشن کا شکار ہیں مولا اس بیماری سے نجات عطا فرما، گھریلو الجھنوں میں گھرے ہیں، اے رب کائنات ماہ سیام اور قبولیت کی اس بابرکت گھڑی کے بدلے اور اس بابرکت گھڑی کے صدقے رب کائنات گھروں کو امن و سکون کا گہوارہ بنا، گھروں کو امن و سکون کا گہوارہ بنا، گھروں کو امن و سکون کا گہوارہ بنا۔ اے رب کائنات، اے مالک ارض و سما، اولاد کا سکھ دیکھنا نصیب فرما، سب کو اولاد کی آنکھوں کی ٹھنڈک نصیب بنا۔ اے رب کائنات محتاجی کی زندگی سے بچا، ذلت کی زندگی سے بچا، ذلت کے لمحات سے بچا، زندگی کے جتنے لمحات ہیں عزت سے گزارنے کی توفیق عطا فرما۔ ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين۔
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمد رسول الله، أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الصلاة في بيوتكم. الصلاة في بيوتكم. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا